So what's up guys, welcome back to another video. This video I'm going to be talking about World War One. This also shows that the population, Germany has 37.8 million, a hectosecond of people. So let's go on to start. Austria-Hungary was ginormous, and little baby Serbia wanted to unite all the Slavic people. But Austro-Hungary did not like that idea, and they were not going to give up a big chunk of their land to the Slavic people living in there. So Serbia probably sent somebody to get, what's this? I don't know. Whatever. Sent Serbia right over here sent somebody to assassinate one of the heirs to the Austro-Hungarian throne. In response, Austro-Hungary gave a bunch of unstoppable tasks. Serbia was willing to do some of it, but not all of it, and after they got the treaty back, they declared war on Serbia. And since Serbia was allied with the Russian Empire and was very close relations with the Russian Empire, and since the Russian Empire had very close relationships with France, was allies with France, they all got declared on each other. Austria-Hungary and Germany, and then since Germany couldn't get past the French defenses after winning the Franco-Prussian War, they got confident and then went through Belgium. All of this pissed off the United Kingdom, so they entered the war. After the Italians has left the Triple Pact, because they decided to declare war on Germany and decided to declare war on Austria-Hungary because they weren't giving them the land that they wanted. Soon after, the Ottomans and Bulgarians joined the war on the Central Powers. So then Serbia held their own, but once Bulgaria joined the war, and they decided to not do it. And then the Ottoman Empire wanted to get their Balkan states back after losing them from the last Balkan War, so they declared war on basically all of the Balkans. This even more pissed off the Russian Empire. And what pissed him off more was that he was actually reaching into his territory somewhat. And they even launched an invasion in Crimea. But they were no match with the gods, so they had to retreat. The already crumbling 600-year-old Ottoman Empire was coming to an end. So they already knew that this might have been the last war they would have done. Meanwhile, Germany completely obliterated almost all of Belgium and almost made it to Paris. But for some dumb reason, the colonel was dumb, and because they almost made it to Paris, the colonel is dumb, and that they moved their troops to meet the British troops. And then after some battling, Germany finally has a gap, and when the gap opens up, they could get you from behind. And when your troops are encircled, it probably defeats them with the best of your troops encircled. encircled, meaning they could go there and mess up all your progress, and you would have to have more conscripts that probably don't know how to do it that much. So, Russia did a little invasion of the Teutonic Order, but it was retaliated against by the strong Prussian strength. And then they went for the Austrians and absolutely destroyed the Austrians. After Serbia got pounded, they went to Albania, and since Austro-Hungary, and also this place, I forget what it's called, but this place was conquered, and then Serbia fled to Albania, and since Austro-Hungary had friendships with Albania, they said they were coming here for a friendly invasion. And then, but meanwhile, the Ottomans were seeing their success deteriorate. But the Russian Empire had many more on their stuff. The Germans were kicking them out of Lithuanian Polish territory. And soon after would take the Livonian Order. Austro-Hungary pushed back the Russians out of their territory because the Russians had to focus most of their military on Germany, but still couldn't do it. Germany at this time was the strongest, but Germany had like 4 allies. They had like versus all of Europe besides Norway, Sweden, Spain, Switzerland, and Albania and Netherlands. They got all the way pushed down, and then they kept going north to find a stopping point to encircle the British, but the British was too fast, and then when they finally got north up, they started to dig underground. After digging underground, soon after, the French and Brits did the same. In submarine warfare, which was forbidden, they created this new invention, but the ships costed too much money, and none of them wanted to lose any of it. At this time, Germany was the strongest country, so and starting to push out. This is World War II. And then started to after that the Brits tried to come right over here. I don't know if you could see the mouse, but between the Balkan states, between northern Turkey, not the Russia part, not the Black Sea, but the Caspian Sea, northern Turkey, and between like Bulgarian Ottoman Empire. The rest of Balkan Empire, Ottoman Empire, like right. And then, but they already set mines there, so it was futile. Then they landed in Balkan Ottoman Empire and committed, and from there, since the already crumbling Ottoman Empire with too much revolts, and 18.5 million people, they stood no chance, and then the Ottoman Empire was out. They lost a big chunk of their territory like this, and now they were reduced to Turkey, a little bit of Syria, and a little bit of Iraq. Meanwhile, trench warfare continued. The rules of trench warfare was that you can, when you dig in, you can't get out, or else they would unleash hell on you. And then, after that, the Austro-Hungarian Empire took a little part of Italy, and now they did a second retaliation against Russia, which made Austro-Hungary gave all their provinces, occupied provinces back, and even retaliate against a little bit too. Germany, Austro-Hungary, and Bulgaria knew if the Allies, they didn't surrender yet. Knew if the Allies got all the oil, their oil would be severed, and they would have way more oil, and they would lose the war. So, but they were already losing the French front, and were have some troops in the Russian Empire, but couldn't retaliate anymore because they focused most of their military on France. Meanwhile, near the British Isles, a civilian ship with 2,500 Brits on it and with over 1,000 Americans on it, they sunk. And America is obviously pissed about this, all of this. Looking like they're gonna join the war, since Germany never wanted them to join the war. They decided to stop doing submarine warfare. So basically after that, but then it still was looking like they would join the war. So they asked some people near America to declare war on America, but it got intercepted by the British, and then they saw America, and then America declared war on Germany. They did many of pushes, leaving many resources behind to be terrored. But by the time they got there on the fifth push, they got back. The Central Powers was getting pushed back on all sides. First, the Ottoman Empire surrendered, then Bulgaria, then Austro-Hungary, and finally, in 1918, at exactly 11 o'clock, Germany surrendered. A war that had 19 million casualties left a pretty big dent in the war. Oh yeah, I completely forgot that the Russia peace out because they were led by the Bolshevik communists, and Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, Ukraine, and Belarus and Finland all got their independence. So yeah, they changed the country communist and made the Soviet Union, dropped out of World War I. So I forgot about that. But basically, that's everything for World War I. If you guys did like the video, please like and subscribe. I know it's different. In my new game, I couldn't record. For some reason, Microsoft was being as bad as always. As weird as always. Because I do not like the new Microsoft Edge thing. But, that's why I switched to Google Chrome. So, leave a like. Finally, leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.